Alright, I got my gun. I'm going to check my deer stand and see if there's any snakes in here, which there might be. You might get a fairly good fail video out of this. Alright, I've got my 500 mag here, and if I seem rushed, it's because I'm fighting the sun. I've got my Bushnell trophy handgun scope put on there, so we're going to see how that shoots today. 275 XPB Barnes bullet. It's one of those all copper jobs. I've got a little Caesar's box nailed to a tree over there. And let's see how we do. A lot of spiders in here. You may see me jump after all. Okay. I can tell you one thing. I forgot to put these in. We're a little low. I'm going to bring her up. We're shooting at about 30 yards. Left and right seems pretty spot on. Woo! You don't know how big of an impact that is inside this stand. I hit in the exact same spot. I don't know what to do with it. I'll do it one more time. Maybe the scope needed to resettle. I don't know. Man, every time I shoot this thing, it's a kick. I mean, it's fun. I don't even see where we're on paper. The first two shots were below the paper in the tree, so left and right's good, but they were way too low. Move it up a little more. A lot more. This gun is a blast. Woo! That's wild. All right, I'm gonna show y'all where we're hitting. And it ain't just great. All I'm trying to do right now, since I'm just trying to get this scope zeroed, is hit this pizza box in the middle. Sorry, I'm still on the tripod here. And I'm trying to hit it right there in the middle of that white. And it looks like, actually, I've got it right in the bottom. You can see where the other two are right below it. So that's kind of weird. I mean, I'm really cranking that scope up. I guess it's got to come up even more. Boy, I wish I hadn't done that one shot without my earplugs in. It was like having the front row seats to a huge explosion. And it hurt. Okay, so I'm gonna crank it up even more until we get where we need to go. It's not good. It's up all the way right now. It is up all the way, so that's not great. I don't know what's going on. May have to return the scope or something. If they'll let me, I don't know. Okay. And even then, I mean, I don't like a scope that's bottomed out, because then you have no room to move around if you ever try another load or something. Oh man, makes me wonder if I'll ever get used to that. Because right now it's still a huge surprise every time it goes off. Okay, let's just look at it. Take it out of the tripod this time. I think we are, now see, this isn't great. I don't know what's going on. It's like we're here. Whoop, we're here. That's still a little bit low by at least an inch, maybe two. And that's as far up as the scope goes. So I don't know if that's going to work. There were our first two shots. Third, fourth. I don't know about that. I don't think that's going to work. And again, let's just step it off. Let's just see. Left and right's fine. Matter of fact, boom, boom, boom. All three of those are in a dead straight line, and good. This one's the only one that's off a little bit. Let's step it off here to my stand. Four, 5, 30. So right at about 30 yards. That's not good. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Here's my deer stand. Look at this. Lovely place. Let's take a look at it. The gun, that is, not my deer stand. Oh, yeah, that scope does look good on there, doesn't it? I've got the sling on there, and I even, I actually will probably use the key on this thing. And hold on a minute, hold on. I actually have a decent reason for it. Since this gun has a sling, and it's meant for hunting, I will probably carry it with the sling, and probably won't even mess with a holster for this thing. Because of that, since the trigger will be exposed, And since I may want to carry it loaded at some point, I'm going to go ahead and keep the key at least on this lanyard so that I can lock it if I want to, or if for some reason, you know, it did lock, I could unlock it with this really quick if I had to. So, Bushnell trophy handgun. And I'll show you, here's where I was cranking on it. Up. See, it won't crank anymore. It'll go pretty easy this way. Then it gets to there and it stops. So, that's not good. I guess as of right now, this would be good enough to hunt at, you know, bow distances. That's not good. But the reason I actually got this scope, I know I kind of cheaped out on the scope, but the reason I got it is because it actually has like the longest eye relief that I saw on any scope. I mean, I've got my hand all the way out and I've got my neck stretched back and the phone is right at my face. And you can still see through it. A lot of the handgun scopes I'd been looking at, I didn't think I'd be able to get a full stretch of my arms out in front of me and still be able to look through the scope. So that's why I got this, because it had a really long eye relief on it. But I don't think that's going to work. I don't know. I guess we'll catch you next time on down the road. So while my wife is in there playing video games, I thought I would show y'all what happened when I got home. I got home and I thought, well, maybe with my scope, maybe these rings were tilting the scope up or down or whatever it would be. Because I bought a pair of these rings and I had to return them, the first pair that I bought, because one of them was crooked from left to right. It was milled incorrectly, so I had to return them and get these. So I thought, well, maybe these are cut too. So I took the scope off and set it down. I put my level on it, and as you can see, it's pretty straight, or straight enough that it wouldn't matter. But then when I went to just go ahead and put it back on the scope, or put it back on the gun, this happened. I went to tighten down these two screws on these rings, and they broke. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to see if my local gun store will do me a solid and just take all of this back. The scope, the rings, everything. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but in the video when I'm shooting, I tend to use my sling as a pad underneath the barrel to make sure that the wood on my deer stand doesn't mar up the finish of the gun or scratch it or anything. So I was shooting on my sling, and look at this. Look at that. That is flame cutting from the cylinder, and so is that. There's two places right there and right there, and right here. It's actually, let me back up. It's actually cut through the nylon and through the foam also. So remember that video, that Hickok 45 video, where he stuck a wiener or something up right here? and he fired the gun and blew it off pretty much. Yeah, I guess that's the truth, because the sling was down here and it apparently still cut it even down here. But anyway, I just thought that was thought this was interesting. I didn't think this was interesting at all. But we're gonna, like I say, I'm gonna take it back to my gun store tomorrow, and hopefully they'll help me out. But anyway, that's kind of the AAR on that.